Hello, basketball fans. I'm Bill Hampton.
I'm Tyler Wagner.
And welcome to tonight's basketball game. We're at the Malden High School Gymnasium where the Green Wave will be playing host to the Gideon Bulldogs. And, of course, this is homecoming for me, a graduate of Malden just a few years back.
A few?
several decades ago.
Yeah, it might be a few decades. That will be more correct.
Yeah, it's been 43 years since wore the green and gold, and still have, when I come in to watch a Malden game, still get those goosebumps.
Yeah, sure is. It seems like anytime we do a game, it seems like you reflect on those memories of going back and playing, and just wish we could go back. But we're going to have a good time tonight.
Well, I couldn't play today. The guys are so athletic, and they so quick, so strong, and can leap out of the gymnasium. But we're glad that you've joined us. We're expecting a good ball game tonight. Gideon comes in. This is early in the season. Gideon's 2-2. They were in their own Bulldog Classic last week. Malden comes in with a record of 0-2. They were in the Oran tournament and lost the first two games and came on home. But these teams have a lot of similarities. Both of them in a rebuilding stage. Gideon with a lot of juniors on the team. Malden's going to start a freshman tonight, Tanner Murphy. And we'll go over those starting lineups in a little bit. But we want to tell you tonight's game brought to you in part Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey, also Shear Insurance, Farmers Insurance Group, New Wave Communications Cable. Boy, we can't say enough about those folks. Gideon Care Center, First National Bank of Malden, Rick's Hair World, Ace Collision Center, and Byram Culp, Davis, and Dell. We want to thank those folks for bringing tonight's game. And, Tyler, what do you expect tonight?
Well, looking on, both teams coming back this year, and not a lot of height on the floor tonight. So, about the tallest person we'll see on the court tonight is probably Dwight Jackson for the Green Wave, standing around 6'2". And looks like Gideon's not going to play anyone much taller than that. So, there's not going to be a great advantage when it comes to the paint. But I think we're going to see a lot of guard play tonight, going to see a lot of movement out front, maybe get a lot of backdoor cuts, trying to get some easy baskets. So we're going to see a lot of movement, I think, tonight on the floor to try to take advantage of those lanes and to get into those lanes to dribble and also for the passing lanes. So I think there's going to be a lot of movement out on the floor tonight.
I want to tell everybody to join your sports roundtable Saturday morning at 10 o'clock live. And I'll be up at the Bloomfield seating for the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That gets underway at 9 o'clock. Should be over with about the time you start your sports show, maybe a little later. We'll be calling in the seating of that tournament, the pairings in the first round games that will be shown live on YHC TV, Channel 21 on New Wave Communications, and also on the internet at yhctv.com. Now, that first game will be played on Saturday, December the 26th, and Sunday the 27th. They'll take off. They'll come back with the second round on Monday. They'll play 8 games on Monday, and then they'll narrow the games down to 6 on Tuesday, and they'll play the final 4 on Wednesday. So YHC, along with New Wave Communications Cable, we want to thank those folks for getting us set up where we can do that live. We're just about to get started here. We want to tell you our referees tonight. We got 3 dandies. We got Merlin Johnson. He's the principal down at Clarkton, a fine young man. Randy Winston. I remember he played baseball and basketball for North Pemiscot when I was coaching down at Clarkton. Graduated in 1971, played college ball over at Three Rivers. Great athlete, retired superintendent from the Poplar Bluff schools. And you've got Chris Russian. Chris Russian, a tremendous announcer, loves to be around young people, and will do a great job tonight. So 3 great officials. We appreciate those guys and the efforts that they put forth in making the games fair. Pretty good crowd on hand. Malden's first home game of the season. The Gideon Bulldogs come to town, as we said, with a record of 2 wins, 2 losses.
And also, Gideon won the JV game here earlier. Had a nice JV game.
Yeah,
well, the Bulldogs really looked sharp in that effort.
Gideon beat Malden in JV game 57-38. We'll just give the starting lineups for the Gideon Bulldogs. Number 12, a senior, Kurt Miller. We don't have their heights, but we do have their years. Number 20, a senior, that is, Joey Richmond. Number 23, a senior, Adam Thurman. Number 32, a junior, Jordan Landers. And rounding out the starting five for Gideon, number 45, a junior, Brady Wilson. Coach is Daniel Sexton, head coach, assisted by Jim Brees. Now the Malden Green Waves, Brian Vitt, the head coach, Evgeny Sokolov, the assistant. Number 3, a 5'11 junior, Quentin Jackson. Number 12, a 6-foot junior, Jonathan Coleman. A 6'2 junior, number 35, Luster Jordan. Well, I got out of line here. Tanner Murphy, a 5'10 freshman, that is, number 23. Now number 35, a 6'2 junior, Luster Jordan. And number 42, a 6'1 junior, Dwight Jackson. Brian Vitt, in his first year as head coach with the Green Wave. Robert Eisen is now the assistant principal here at the Malden schools. Talked to him early and said that he was really enjoying being the assistant principal, felt like the pressure was off. Jumping for the Gideon Bulldogs, number 23, Adam Thurman. For the Green Wave is Lester Jordan. Again, sit back, get your dad soda, enjoy high school basketball. Gideon controls the tip. Miller will take the ball across the timeline. Malden in a man-to-man defense. Landers has a ball in the corner. Throws it off one of the Green Waves there. Gideon will control under their own basket. Just underway in case you just turned the channel on. Ball batted out of bounds by the Green Wave. They stay in that man-to-man on an inbound under the basket. Most teams go to a zone. Green Wave elected to stay man-to-man.
Yeah, some teams like to stay in the man-to-man because you have to. If you're playing man-to-man, you got to transition to that man-to-man after the inbound. So that's pretty vulnerable too for an open shot after you transition to the man-to-man.
Push foul that time on Dwight Jackson of the Green Wave. First foul by either team. Inbounding will be Jordan, or Landers that is. Getting with the ball, no score. Green Wave's quickness should be a real advantage in this game. Now the Miller guy, we've seen him play for 3 years, and I want to tell you, there's no tired to this guy. He goes and goes and goes. Ball taken away by the Green Wave. Lester Jordan down, puts it off the glass, will not go. Rebounded, ball knocked back in bounds to Kurt Miller. Miller will be working against Quentin Jackson of the Green Wave.
You're speaking of Kurt Miller just a while ago, and also Joey Richmond had a few great games on YHC last year.
Yes,
so
especially a Holcomb game.
Sure.
Green Wave defense really pushing the ball out. We've got a timeout on the floor with the score, no score in the game with 6:53 to go. Gideon takes a timeout. Let's hear a word from one of our sponsors.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on cars.com or autotrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sandage.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
Back underway. Miller has the ball, working against Jackson. Gets the ball to Landers. Landers still with the ball. Going to drive in, puts up one inside the lane, will not go. Rebounded in there by Thurman. Puts it up, the ball hangs. It'll be a jump ball. Ball will go to the Green Wave on alternate possession. Checking in for Gideon is Hunter Mitchell. Coming out is Adam Thurman. Quentin Jackson with the ball, gets it down to Murphy. Coleman out front there to Jordan. Gideon in a man-to-man. Both teams in a man-to-man, and it may be a matchup because there's a lot of sinking, and it could be a – man, I'm having trouble picking up whether it's a 2-1-2 or what. Nice move that time by Lester Jordan, the first basket by either team. Nice inlet pass to Jordan. He took it right up and off the glass. Miller inside, nice bounce pass that time to Brady Wilson. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. We got a tie game, 2 apiece. Gideon's in a 2-3 zone. Coleman with the ball, skips it to Jackson. Jordan with the ball, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded on the floor by Dwight Jackson. Puts it up, scores it.
Nice move by there, Jackson. He's the aggressor early on for the Green Wave, and he's looking pretty impressive early on.
Landers with the shot, would not go. Green Wave with the rebound and on the run. Jackson with a 12-footer, will not go. Rebounded by Gideon. Miller on the fly, puts it up, scores it. Kurt Miller that time with an assist from one of the guards out there.
Well, it was a quick two. Kurt Miller got out on the open floor, and you're not going to catch him.
No. Nobody was back guarding against that snowbird either. Dwight Jackson with a drive, will not go. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson gets it to Miller. 4:30 to go in the first quarter. We've got a tie game. Nice drive that time, but could not get it to go. It was Jordan Landers. Greenway with the ball. I'm going to call it a 2-3 zone, Tyler.
Sure, yeah, it is.
Coleman with the ball in the corner. Shot put up that time by Jordan, would not go. Rebounded, tipped up, and in by Murphy as the first one would not go, but he stayed with it, got the second one to go. Green Wave on top, 6-4. That's already the third lead change of the quarter.
Malden in a 2-3 zone also themselves.
Malden has fallen back out of that man-to-man. Going to try to clog the middle, make Gideon shoot it from the outside. Mitchell with the ball, gets it out front. Miller with the three-point shot, will not go. Rebound that time by Jackson. That's Dwight Jackson. Quentin Jackson with the ball for the Green Wave. Malden going in a 2-3 set to match up against the 2-3 zone. You don't see it now, they're going to a 1-2-2 it looks like. Coleman thought about it, pulled it back. Quentin Jackson with the ball inside. Jackson back with the ball. We got a 3-second violation against the Green Wave. Gideon sending in a whole host of substitutes. Shepard, number 54. 21, Tim Kelly. 23, Adam Thurman. 34, Slayton Boone. And Miller stays in. Murphy with a takeaway. Gives the ball up. Quentin Jackson puts up a shot. Would not go, but he's fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2. The foul that time is going to be on number 23, Adam Thurman, his first, team's first. First one up. Will not go. Haley Stockton's on camera again tonight. Rick DePriest on the TriCaster. Second one good. Number 20 for the Green Wave coming in is Patrick Wilson. Coming out is number 35, Lester Jordan. Rick DePriest works the TriCaster. That's where you see all the graphics that come up. He does a great job. Greg Swartz doing the stats tonight. Gideon with the ball underneath, passing it outside to Miller. Green Wave on top, 7-4 with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Nice drive that time, gives it up, good pass over to Adam Thurman. A good pass by Tim Kelly, got the assist. Gideon back within 1, 7-6 with 2:15 to go.
Sure was a nice drive by Kelly, and he looked impressive last year. I was really anxious to seeing him tonight.
Coleman with a drive, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think penetration is really going to be a key in this game. Both teams really setting back and playing a zone, and the better the guards will be able to get into the lane tonight will probably make the difference in this game.
Slayton Boone called for the foul. His first, team's second. Tyson Allen into the game. Coming out is Tanner Murphy. Coleman's first free throw, no good. Second one, it's long. Rebound, though, by Jackson. Puts it up, scores it. Dwight Jackson, his second bucket of the quarter. 9-6, Green Wave on top. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Miller with the ball, working against the 2-3 zone. He gets the ball over to Thurman. Thurman back to Miller. Miller back to Thurman. Thurman goes in, comes back out with it. Quickly to Boone and taken away by Dwight Jackson. Gets it to Allen. Allen on a break, but's going to pull it up. Did not have the numbers, gave it to Jackson. Good decision there by Tyson. Down in the corner to Coleman. He drives. Bounces the pass off to Patrick Wilson, who's got fouled. Is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Green Wave are 1 for 4 from the free throw line. And Tyler, you know as well as I do, if you're going to win, you've got to make a team pay for it. You go to the free throw line.
Sure, and in a close game, which this one's probably going to turn out to be, free throws are huge, especially coming down the end, and you want to get ahead with these free throw attempts early on.
Patrick Wilson's first shot will not go. In for the Green Wave, number 32, Tim Thornton. And in for Gideon, or back into Gideon, is Jordan Landers. And also Tim Kelly, I believe, is back in. Second one by Wilson's good. Green Wave up by 4 now. 10-6 with 1:25 to go.
You know, speaking of the penetration earlier and being able to penetrate, there's going to be more opportunities to get fouls, shots in the lane, so that's going to be part of that equation as well, getting to the free throw line and converting.
Gideon inbounds the ball. Miller's got it out front. A lot of experience that young man has. He's played a lot of minutes, JV and varsity. Down in the corner to Kelly. He drives in, puts up a shot off the glass, will not go. Tipped around and rebounded by Hunter Mitchell, puts it back in. We've got a timeout on the floor. Well, the referee called a timeout. 1 minute to go, 10-8. Green Wave on top. Allen with the ball, gets it back to Jackson. To Dwight Jackson, puts up a nice soft shot. Jackson was 6 in the quarter. Green Wave up 12-8 with 43 seconds to go. Miller working against the Green Wave defense. Looks for someone to pass to, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3, will not go. Landers tried to get the rebound. The Green Wave almost come away with it. Ball on the floor and it's loose. Miller gets the ball and gets it to Brady Wilson, and we've got a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. A lot of action right there. A good hustle both ways.
I think that was the longest rebound I've ever seen.
24 seconds to go in this opening quarter. It's 12-8. I want to tell you about Gideon Care Center. Gideon Care Center, your residential care in Gideon. What great folks. We've been over to a couple of their open houses and had some great pimento cheese sandwiches. I want to tell you, if you like pimento cheese, they have the open house. You need to go. What a great place. People that work there really care for you. A lot of activities going on. The Gideon Care Center. I want to thank those folks for coming on board to bring tonight's game. Wilson will inbound for the Bulldogs. Said the Bulldogs play for 1. Miller to Landers. Back to Miller. Down to 10 seconds. Green Wave defense stiffening up. Miller with the ball. He's going to do something. He'll make it happen. Kelly with the ball. He gets it. Miller's going to put up one at the horn. Will not go. That ends the first quarter of play. The Malden Green Wave 12. Gideon Bulldogs 8. We'll be right back.
Food for thought from farmers. At Farmers Insurance, we think roots matter. Over 80 years ago, farmers started off insuring those who grow things. And today, we insure people like you who grow things, such as children and lives and careers. You'll find one of over 15,000 farmers agents where you are, because that's what roots are all about.
Welcome back. We want to give you the Gideon cheerleaders real quick. Gideon cheerleaders, their coach is Mary Landers, Samantha Dupree, Alexa Grissom, Brooke Hutchison, Cassidy Lawrence, Hannah Moore, Stephanie Newsom, Savannah Nemo, Taylor Robinson, Haley Rudd, and Savannah Yount. It's the Gideon cheerleaders. Those young ladies, I know they work hard. We'll give you the Malden cheerleaders in a few minutes.
Well, I can think of the history of Gideon cheerleading. Very impressive. Really have a rich tradition in cheerleading.
Malden in a man-to-man. Landers puts up a three. Will not go. Dwight Jackson with a rebound for the Green Wave. He gives it over to Quentin Jackson. Green Wave pushed the ball up the floor. Quentin gives it to Dwight. Coleman for three. Thought about it. Pulled it back. Nice bounce pass down to Jordan. Put it up. Had it blocked. Gideon comes away with it. Kelly with the ball, working against Jordan. Gets the ball out to Mitchell, to Miller. Malden back out in that man-to-man, Tyler.
Well, Malden's going to change up their look a little bit. We saw Kurt Miller actually get into the lane a few times there in that first half to mix things up for the Bulldogs, so going to try to put more pressure on the guards out front.
He likes to drive with the ball, Kurt Miller does. You give him a little crease and he's gone. Ball put up that time by Kelly. The ball was blocked. Jackson quickly down the floor, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Or we're going to call a charge, I believe. Charge going to be on Quentin Jackson, his first, team second. 6:12 to go in the second quarter. Neither team has scored in this quarter. Miller working against Jackson. They kind of clear out the right side. He goes in, and Jackson's going to be called for a lean-in that time. It's second foul here in about 10 seconds. 6:29 to go in this second quarter, 12-8. Landers will inbound for the Bulldogs under his basket. Tries to hit Miller with it. Green Wave taken away. Tanner Murphy on the fly. Puts it up. Will not go. It goes. Tanner Murphy, his second bucket of the night. He now has four. Murphy's quick to be a freshman.
Sure.
Nice drive by Landers on the baseline. Gets the ball up. Ball's going to be out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Green Wave will take over. Thurman and Richmond in for the Bulldogs. Coming out is Kelly and Mitchell. Coming in for the Green Wave is number 32, Tim Thurman. Tanner Murphy out. 14-8. 6:05 to go in the first half. Green Wave on top. 32, Tim Thurman puts it up. Would not go, but taken away by Jackson. He put it up, will not go. Rebounded by Thurman. He put it up, will not go. He puts it back in. I said Thurman, I meant Jordan. Jordan stayed with it. His second basket. He now has four in the game. 16-8. Green Wave up by 8 with 5:35 to go in the first half. Nice move that time by Brady Wilson.
Very nice move. Got it at the high post. And I love the high post.
Yes.
You get that ball right there. You're such a threat. You can pass out of it. You can fake and then dribble. Especially if you're a good dribbler, you're very dangerous there at the high post.
Coleman for three. Knocks it down. Jonathan Coleman, his first basket. 19-10 with 5:10 to go in the second quarter. Green Wave up by 9. Miller working against Jackson. Nice drive that time by Thurman. Couldn't get it to go. Dwight Jackson with the rebound. Coleman down in the corner to Thornton. to Jordan. Boy, I'm having trouble with Thornton's or Jordan's name. Thornton with the ball, gives it up to Jackson. To Dwight Jackson, puts up one from 8, will not go. Nice rebound that time by Thurman. He still has the ball, goes coast to coast, kicks it out to Richmond for 3, scores it.
There's Joey Richmond. He finally got his first 3 off, and it's good.
Well, we saw him knock him down at Holcomb last year.
Sure, I think he hit about 6 threes in that game last year.
Came off the bench, and I'll tell you what, the young man had a game. That was as good a game as we saw all year.
Sure.
Gideon with a takeaway, and right back to the Green Wave. Green Wave had the numbers, but pull it up. Off-balance shot that time by Jordan, will not go. Dwight Jackson put it up, had the ball blocked out of bounds. In for Malden is number 20, Patrick Wilson, and in for the Bulldogs, number 54, Nick Shepard. 4:04 to go in the first half. Green Wave on top, 19-13. Coleman looks for someone to throw to. Gets it in to Quentin Jackson. Nice takeaway that time by Jordan Landers. Then the ball passed out of bounds. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Coach Sexton, what's you in a hurry, guys? Slow her down.
Yeah, Gideon's been turning the ball over here in the past few minutes and playing good defense, forcing the turnovers, but they're getting a little ahead of themselves trying to push the ball up the floor, which they have great quickness, but need to take a little bit better control of the ball.
Yep. Coleman out front with the ball, gets it over to Quentin Jackson, puts up a 3, will not go. Rebounded inside by number 32, Tim Thornton, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 as he was fouled. Foul's going to be on Adam Thurman, his 3rd, team's 4th. Thurman's first, will not go. Number 34, Slayton Boone, checking in for Adam Thurman. Boone is a junior. Thurman is a senior. Second one up, knocks it down. 20-13 with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Green Wave back to a 2-3 zone. Landers with the ball. Had it out of his hands and then dribbled. Miller thought about it. Gets it down in the corner to Mr. Three-pointer himself. He missed out with that time. Ball out of bounds off the Green Wave. Gideon will keep control with 3:14 to go. Landers inbounding. Well, they're going to go now to Richmond. See if they go with a set play off this, Tyler. They go with Landers. He's going to put up a 3. Will not go. Rebounded by Quentin Jackson of the Green Wave. Jackson to Coleman. He drives in, puts up 1. Bounces around, will not go. Rebounded by Shepard. Shepard still with the ball, gives it up to Miller. Under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, 20-13. Low-scoring game, which we thought it would be, Tyler.
Sure.
Talked about this game this afternoon. Boone with the ball to Miller. Back to Boone. Boone eyes it for 3. Will not go. Rebounded by Coleman in the center of the court. He drives coast to coast. We're going to have a blocking foul on Miller. His first, team's 5th. 2:37 to go. Rick's Hair World, one of our sponsors tonight. Stop in and see Rick Allen. He used to do a little fishing show on YHC TV. And he and Dad Shaw, and boy, they were great. But all you got to do, and I'll tell you what I like about Rick's Hair World. You call, you get an appointment. There's no waiting. You call, you got a time. He tells you 2 o'clock on Wednesday. You come in at 2 o'clock, and it's right there. Rick Allen, stop in and see him and all the fine folks there.
Also tanning. Never thought that about Rick. He's got a tanning in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it. That's Rick Allen. Been doing that for many, many years. He's an Old Campbell grad, 1969, graduated with my bride, and from over at Campbell. He first opened up a shop. Roy Whitfield was his first customer.
Wow.
Still gets his hair cut there today. Gideon moving the ball well against that 2-3 zone, and that's what it takes. You got to pass, out past the shift. Landers eyes it for 3. It looks good, will not go. Rebound tipped around. Green Wave coming away with it. Thornton has it. Going coast to coast. He's going to drive in. We got a charge. Thornton going to be called for a charge. Great defense by Kurt Miller that time. 2:11 to go in the first half. 22-13. Green Wave up by 9. Gideon moving the ball. Slayton Boone outside for 3. Will not go. A little short. Rebounded by Landers. Puts it up. Will not go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Gideon's getting some good looks from 3 here.
Getting
the latter
good
part of
looks
the or the first half.
They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, too.
Yeah.
They've not put the foul up yet on who it was. There it is. It's on Dwight Jackson, his second. Team 6. First one by Landers will not go. Coleman checking back in for the Green Wave. Also Kelly for the Bulldogs. 1:52 to go in the second quarter. 22-13. Wave on top by 9. Second one good. Landers' first points of the game. Gideon shot 2 free throws, or 1 for 2. Green Wave has shot quite a few of them. We'll give you those stats at half. Murphy from the corner for 3, short. Jackson with the Dwight Jackson with the rebound, puts it up and in. Dwight Jackson.
Well, Jackson's been smooth underneath this game.
24-14. Boone has it to Miller. To Kelly. Kelly loses the ball, but Nick Shepard picks it up, puts up a shot, will not go. Quentin Jackson with the rebound for the Green Wave. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Nice pass that time by Murphy to Dwight Jackson. Can't get it to go. Rebound put up and in that time by number 20, Patrick Wilson. His first basket. He has a free throw. He's going to go to the line, try to complete the 3-point play. 26-14, 1:03 to go in the first quarter. Foul that time on Slate Boone, his second foul. Ace Collision Center, located on Highway AB, 603 State Highway AB. Stop by and see Johnny and all the gang. Tell you what, I saw a car the other day that he repaired. I saw it before it was repaired, saw it after it was repaired, and great job by Johnny Olson and his crew down there at Ace Collision Center. You'll really like it. Green Wave with the ball on the run. Good pass by Coleman over to Quentin Jackson to make Gideon pay for the turnover. 28-14, 35 seconds to go in the first half. Green Wave got Gideon doubled. Good pass by Miller into Kelly, who has a ball blocked out of bounds. 29 seconds to go. Coming out for the Green Wave is Wilson. Coming in is Lester Jordan. Landers will inbound under his own basket. Gets it out front to Miller. Oh, good pass. Man, what a pass, and missed the layup there was Brady Wilson. Gideon right back with the ball. Landers has it. 15 seconds to go. Drives in, kicks it out to Kelly. Kelly shot, partially blocked. Murphy with the rebound. 8 seconds. Ball with the numbers, and good defense that time by Miller as the ball goes over his foot. 2-on-1 break that time. Coleman tried to bounce pass it over to Jordan, but Miller kicked the ball out of bounds. 6 seconds to go. Green Wave with the ball. They've got time to score. Ball inbound to Murphy on the side. He puts up a 3. No good. Dwight Jackson with the rebound. Puts it up. Go. Got it to go off the glass. What a shot. He had 4 in the quarter, 10 and a half. We're going to take a short break. Before we take that break, we're going to tell you, stop in and see Byram Culp, Davis and Dell. It's Byram Culp, Davis and Dell for all your insurance needs. I tell you, they've been there for many, many years. Byram Culp, Davis and Dell, located on Main Street in Malden. Stop in and see those folks for all your insurance, from commercial to life to health to auto to fire to farm. They handle it all. That's Byram, Cope, Davis, and Dell. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with some stats here at half in just a moment.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features. New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu. At First National Bank, we believe in the communities we serve and are investing in those communities every day. First National Bank is committed to delivering excellent customer service. At FNB, our deposit cutoff time is our closing time, no 2 p.m. cutoff. FNB offers free online banking and bill pay. And we have loans available for all your needs with lenders who make local decisions. First National Bank, a local banking experience dedicated to the communities we serve.
Well, welcome back. We're at halftime, and Green Wave on top of the Gideon Bulldogs, 30-14. Tyler, what type of stats do you have for us?
Well, we had a close game early on. We ended the first quarter at 12-8, and we're here at halftime at 30-14. Malden really jumped out on Gideon in that second quarter, outscored them 18-6 in that second quarter. They really got into a rhythm, getting up and down the floor and forcing turnovers. That's probably the stat of the first half. Gideon has 9 turnovers, and Malden's been able to score 8 points off those turnovers. So it's almost a point for every turnover they forced.
You know, used to, Tyler, before you go any further, that's the way all coaches used to figure a turnover was 1 point for the other team, and it almost held true to right there, that stat.
Sure, and on the other side, Malden's had a few turnovers, 6, but Gideon's only converted 1 point off that turnover. So turnovers have been very key, a 7-point differential on points off turnovers. We're here at a 16-point differential in the game, so that's half of the points right there of the differential. So, and individual stats, Dwight Jackson's being a monster down low. He's got 9 boards in the first half. So he's well on his way to a double-double. I'm not sure what he has scoring-wise, but he's having a great first half on the rebounding side. And he's getting a lot done down there. He's mixing it up. He's got a few blocked shots. And I was speaking before the game that there's not a lot of height on the floor tonight, but it's Dwight Jackson that's really making up for that height. I wouldn't say disadvantage, but the lack of height for the Green Wave down low. Very athletic, making things happen down low.
Well, let's go over some scoring. You were talking about the scoring. Dwight Jackson leads all scorers. He has 10 for the Green Wave, 5 to Jonathan Coleman, 4 each to Luster Jordan and Tanner Murphy, 3 to Patrick Wilson and Quentin Jackson, total of 30 points for the one. I left out Tim Thornton. He had 1 point. 30 for the Green Wave. They're 5 for 11 from the free throw line. Now for the Gideon Bulldogs, very balanced scoring. Brady Wilson with 4, 3 to Joey Richmond, 2 each to Hunter Mitchell, Kurt Miller, Adam Thurman, and 1 to Jordan Landers. Gideon is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Now the key as far as offense goes for the Gideon Bulldogs, Richmond has 1 3. Kurt Miller has a field goal. Kurt Miller and Richmond are going to have to pick up the scoring for the Bulldogs to get back in the game. They're the 2 best shooters they have, and the best penetrator, of course, is Miller. Green Wave, I was very impressed with their quickness, which we thought that they would probably outquick the Bulldogs. I was really impressed with Dwight Jackson, the way he handled himself inside. He squared up well whenever he got the rebound, but put those shoulders right toward the bucket, not going off balance. The freshman, Tanner Murphy really played a key role, took the ball down the floor, had a couple of great assists, and then wasn't afraid to put the ball up. So
Sure.
the young man has, for a freshman, he showed a lot of poise right there.
Yeah, I like seeing freshmen play at the varsity level. If they're able to produce at that level, it's very exciting to see for their first year in coming in. It's got to be a big deal for them to play on the varsity level. I'm really excited to see freshmen play at this level. It's very exciting to see what they can do. And you were speaking of shooting. I forgot to mention this. Gideon is 1 of 12 from the outside tonight. So, they're confident in shooting that from the outside. They just haven't been able to convert from three-point land tonight so far.
Let's give you the Malden cheerleaders. Cheerleaders sponsor Drea Rhodes. Cheerleaders are Taylor Miller, Tamaya Bills, Sarah Wilson, Haley Bullock, Taylor Shelton, Kayla Rice, John Brill Davis, Logan Noe, Aubrey Harris, Alexa Kilgore, Latrilla McCoy, and Alyssa Wallace. And again, we want to thank them. Want to thank the principal, Frank Killian, and also Robert Eisen, assistant principal, athletic director Ron Golden, for getting us set up here tonight. I want to tell you this game brought to you in part by Three Rivers Community College, Lincoln Lacey, right here in Malden. Two great dealerships, north and south, have all the kind of cars you want to get, pre-owned and new cars. They've got great deals. Share Insurance, Farmers Insurance Group, also New Wave Communications, Gideon Care Center, First National Bank, Rick's Hair World, also Ace Collision Center, and Byram Culp, Davis and Dell. Third quarter underway. Greenway start with the ball. Murphy has it in the corner, working against a 2-3 zone. Inside, or right to the free throw line to Lester Jordan. Puts up one from 15, would not go. Gideon comes away with it. Malden still in a man-to-man. 16-point lead. Let's see if the Bulldogs can chip away at it here. Nice bounce pass from Landers down to Kelly. Kelly his first basket. 30-16. Gideon on the board very quickly. First possession, they scored. Good ball movement against the press by the Green Wave. Layup put up that time, but Jordan rolls off the rim. Miller quickly down the floor, puts it up, will not go. Rebound, going to have a foul on the back. Going to be his fourth foul. Adam Thurman on the back of Lester Jordan. 4 fouls now on Thurman. Oh, good hustle that time by Kelly, but off his fingertips out of bounds. Hit the floor very hard. I thought he might be hurt.
Well, Gideon's coming out very aggressive early on, trying to force some turnovers, get some quick, easy baskets, chip into this lead early on here in the second half.
Hunter Mitchell in for Thurman. Thurman's got to take a seat with 4 fouls. Coleman inbounds to Quentin Jackson. Green Wave in a 1-3 set offensively against the 2-3 zone. Dwight Jackson with the ball to Coleman. Good tip pass down to Jordan, who's going to be fouled. He's going to go line to shoot 2. Nice quick touch pass that time by Coleman. That's the way you beat the zone, Tyler, and you know that.
Sure.
Tyler, a guard over at 2 of the state championship teams for New Madrid County Central. Somebody was asking me what kind of experience you had, and I said a lot more than most of us.
Well, it's getting further and further away, too, with each season. Boy.
I had to stop and think. I'll be out 44 years this graduation from high school. That's just the other day. Second one up will not go. Our statistician down there, Craig Schwartz, looked at me with eyes like, you got to be kidding me. You've been out that long? We got a stoppage in play. Well, we got a stoppage in play. Let's tell you about Rick's Hair World. Rick's Hair World, we were talking about them in the first half. Those folks, I'm telling you what, great place right there on Main Street in Malden. Got a beautiful place. He's took an old building, had it completely renovated. And stop in at Rick's or give them a call. They'll set your hair appointment up. And you tell them what day, they'll give you a time. You go in, and I guarantee you, he gets you right in. No waiting. Rick's Hair World. If you enjoy these games, folks, tell the sponsors how much you enjoy them. I know the guys that play do, the cheerleaders. Try that time by Kelly. And he's going to be fouled by Lester Jordan, his first. Greenway's first of the second half. Landers with the ball, kicks it out to Miller. He thought about it, tried to pass it inside. Greenway batted around to come away with it. Great pass that time. Wow, what great movement. Coleman to Jackson, back to Coleman. Good teamwork by the Greenway. 33-16, 6:15 to go. That was nice movement there.
Sure
Tyler.
was. Great ball movement. Getting in the fast break, and that's the best way to attack the defense on a fast break is the ball movement. Rather than dribbling, quick, crisp passes.
I hope Haley got that on the film. Well, she did. You're all going to enjoy that play. Miller out front with the ball. Gideon having trouble attacking that 2-3 zone. They're going to have to get Miller out there and let him do a little shooting. He's going to have to put it up from 3 out there. Landers down to Kelly. Kelly drives. Nice pass off that time to Wilson, who puts it in. Nice assist by Kelly. 33-18. Green Wave having trouble, but get it down the floor. Nice pass over to Jordan, who puts it up and in. Jordan with 3 1/4, 7 in the game. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 35-18. Green Wave on top. Miller penetrates, gets the ball over, and a nice reverse by Kelly. Kelly with 4 1/4, 4 in the game. 35-20.
I think that's where Gideon's been at their best. Getting Kurt Miller in the center of the court, penetrating and dishing off to his teammates. He's been very effective doing that tonight.
We watched the young man do that for 3 years.
Sure.
Coleman with a dish off to Dwight White. I tell you, Coleman gives the ball up unselfishly. Beautiful pass, 37-20. Landers to Kelly. Kelly squares up, drives in, puts it up, but scores it. Tim Kelly was 6 1/4. He has 6 in a game.
Kelly took advantage of Malden kind of switching off, thinking he was going to pass it back out front. Left the basket wide open.
Gideon's press with a takeaway. 3 on 3. Miller's going to drive, gives it up to Kelly, goes in, puts it off the wrong foot, but he's going to be fouled. Goes up off the wrong foot like your buddy Bob Cousy used to do.
Oh, Bob.
Foul that time on Coleman. There's a joke behind that,
yeah, if
folks.
they only knew.
If they only knew. Kelly's free throw is good. Coming in for the Green Wave is Wilson, and also Thornton. Going out is Coleman and Dwight Jackson. 37-23. Scores the second one. Kelly's had 8 points here in this third quarter. Been a big factor.
Sure.
Strong-looking young man.
But he's putting himself in great position to score. Like you see Kurt Miller driving the lane, and also you saw there he got in position, threw a head fake, and got to the line. He's starting off good here in the second half.
Shot put up that time by Patrick Wilson, knocks it down. He now has 2 1/4, 5 in the game. 39-24, under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Inside to Wilson, and who gets it to Kelly, and we're going to have a foul. Somebody's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and it's going to be Wilson. Trying to see who the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on number 20, Joey Richmond. Stop in and see the folks at Ace Collision Center, located on the Highway AB here in Malden. Johnny Olson and all his crew, I'm telling you what, folks, if you bump your car up, they can fix it up like a new one. You won't be able to tell the difference. They're very, very quick, very, very good. They've got the experience. They've got the equipment. That's Ace Collision Center here in Malden. Second one knocked home by Brady Wilson. He has 3 1/4, 7 in the game. Ball tipped out that time by Kelly. 3:45 to go, 39-24. Into the game is Dontavius Minifield. Gets the ball to Dwight Jackson, who's going to have the ball blocked, but going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Brady Wilson, his first. Team second for Gideon. Green Wave have 5 fouls already in the half. To the line to shoot 2, Dwight Jackson. First one no good. He has 12 in the game. Second one up, scores it. Green Wave with a 16-point lead. That's what it was a half. Gideon cut into the lead, and Green Wave get it right back. Landers to Kelly. Inside to try to hit Boone with it. Dwight Jackson takes it away. Minifield with the ball, taking it up the court for the Green Wave. He's quick. Goes inside. What a pass! Oh, wow! What a pass to Wilson. Wilson knocks it down. 4 1/4. 7 in the game for Wilson. Great assist by Minifield. We're going to have a foul on the Green Wave. It's Tim Thornton, his second. Green Wave's sixth of the quarter.
Well, Minifield's come into the game with great energy. Got that ball. And
he's quick.
He sure is. Went to the basket hard, drew the defense. Nice layup.
Minifield's
nice
a 5'8".
layup.
Minifield's a 5'8" junior. He's short, but he makes up for it on quickness. Boone from the outside for 3, scores it. Slayton Boone, his first points of the game, knocks down a 3, 42-27 with 2:50 to go in this quarter. Green Wave had picked the offense up. Jackson, Dwight Jackson, a little out of his range at that, missed it. Boone has it, gets it to Kelly. Kelly's going to work the baseline, puts it up, will not go. Rebound by Kelly as it went off a couple of guys' hands. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be on number 20, Patrick Wilson, his first. Green Wave 7th. To the line to shoot 2 will be Tim Kelly. He's 2 for 2 from the line. He has 8 points in the game, all in this quarter. First one short. Lester Jordan checking back in the game for Patrick Wilson. Coming in for Gideon is Nick Shepard, number 54. Going out is Brady Wilson. Shepard's a junior. Second one by Kelly is good. He now has 9 in the game. Minifield working against Miller. That's quickness against quickness right there. Inside to Dwight Jackson. What a spin move to his left. Can't get it to go. Jordan with a rebound, but it's going to be called. A foul on the floor. Lester Jordan, but boy, what a nice spin move that time by the Dwight White. Couldn't get it to go. Foul is going to be on Tim Kelly. His second. Team's third of the half. We've got an offensive foul against Dwight White as he was pushing off. His third. Joey Richmond.
Not sure Dwight Jackson knew his own strength there. He was clearing out some space there under the goal.
Joey Richmond checking back in. Gideon is in the bonus, but the ball was in control of the Green Wave. It's not a loose ball or not control of the Gideon Bulldogs. Boone tries to hit Kelly inside. The ball taken away. Minifield quickly down. Tell you what, if you blinked your eyes, you missed him. Dontavius Minifield putting on a clinic for quickness. 44-28. Landers with a drive, puts it in. George Landers there. His first 2-point basket. He has 3 in the game. 44-30, minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Minifield's going to drive the lane, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded that time by Boone. Boone gets it to Landers. Land off of Richmond's hands.
Well, he was in position too, had a wide open look, and pass was just a little off.
Quentin Jackson back in for the Green Wave. Minifield walking the ball down the court, gets it to Coleman. Coleman's going to be called for steps. Turnover on the Green Wave. How many turnovers the Green Wave have now?
That'd be 9 in the game. 3 in this half.
44-30. Down to a minute to go in the third quarter of play. Landers with another drive, will not go. Rebounded by Dwight White. Gets it to Minifield. Quickly down the floor, he loses control. Picked up by the Green Wave. Quentin Jackson with a bucket. First of the quarter. He has 5 in the game. 40 seconds. Clock running. Richmond with a shot from the corner. Mark it down. Joey Richmond, his second three. He's got to find a way to get open.
Yeah, that's his first attempt here in the second half. He's
Yes.
2 of 3 for the night, and he can get him back in this game quick. Only down 13 right now.
Oh, good drive that time by Quentin Jackson. He faked to the left and went right around his man. 48-33, down to 10 seconds to go. Landers with the ball, top of the key, gets it to Boone. Boone back to Landers for 3. Scores it. Jordan Landers, his first 3 as the horn goes off to end the third quarter. It's 48 for the Green Wave, 36 for the Bulldogs. We'll be right back.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features. New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
Food for thought from farmers. At Farmers Insurance, we think roots matter. Over 80 years ago, farmers started off insuring those who grow things. And today, we insure people like you who grow things, such as children and lives and careers. You'll find one of over 15,000 farmers agents where you are. Because that's what roots are all about.
Just underway here in the fourth and final quarter. Gideon with the ball, put up a shot, could not get it to go. Minifield's going to be called for a foul against Miller. It's going to be Dontavius' first foul, Greenway's 9th. Miller got it right on the lip. He's going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Kurt Miller, the playmaker for the Bulldogs, has 2 points tonight. The line to shoot a 1 and bonus. First one up, or his shot up will not go, does not get the bonus. Jordan with the rebound. Murphy thought about it, pulled it back, gave it to Coleman. Coleman inside. Oh, what a nice pass, and gets it to go as Lester Jordan, as he puts it up. He has 9 in the game now. 50-36, Green Wave up by 14. Richmond from the corner will not go. Good hustle that time by Hunter Mitchell for the Bulldogs with the rebound. Miller's going to drive in. Ball's going to be blocked, but a foul's going to be called on Coleman. Jonathan Coleman, his second, to the line to shoot 2 will be Kurt Miller. Byram Culp and Davis and Dell, your insurance specialist, located on Main Street in Malden. Been in business for many, many years. Auto, fire, commercial, farm, also health and life insurance. When it comes to insurance, it's Byram, Culp, Davis, and Dell. First free throw by Miller, good. Second one, good. Miller now has 4 in the game. 50-38, 7 minutes to go. Gideon's cut it to 12. Minifield with the ball. Back to Jackson. Back over to Minifield. Back to Jackson. Green Wave just playing pitch and catch out front. To Coleman at the top of the key. To Quentin Jackson. Puts up a shot. Will not go. A ball knocked out of bounds by the Green Wave. Lester Jordan goes off his hands. Inbounding for Gideon will be Shepard. Miller bringing it down. 6.5 minutes to go. Gideon needs a basket. Miller's going to be called for steps. Turnover all by the Bulldogs.
Gideon's really started to get some offense going here in the second half. In that third quarter, they had 22 points, outscored the Green Wave 22-18. In the previous 2 quarters, they had 8 and 6 respectively in those first 2 quarters. So they're really starting to come on offensively, and now only down 12 points. They're in a good spot to make a good run here in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Boy, Minifield is quick. Good pass over to Coleman. Coleman, as you say, put himself in a position to catch the ball and put it up and in. Coleman has 9 in the game. Assist that time by Minifield. Boy, he's come off the bench and played a great game.
Sure has. He's brought a lot of energy to the floor.
All slapped away by the Green Wave, but right back to Landers, who passes the ball out of bounds. 52-38 coming in for the Green Wave will be Dwight White. Coming in for Gideon will be Kelly, also Boone, also Thurman, and Brady Wilson. Staying in will be Miller. Dwight Jackson. What did I say, White?
You've been saying White, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I know a Dwight White, plays pro football. I don't know him, but I've seen him play. Quentin Jackson over to Dontavius Minifield. Green Wave in no hurry. They're up by 14. 5:15 to go in the game. Murphy with the ball. Pulls it back out. Gets it to Quentin Jackson. Ball tipped out of bounds by Miller. I'll tell you, he's a quick cat too now.
He sure is.
I guess we'll say quick bulldog.
Quick cat.
I tell you that the speed today of these players and their ability to jump, their strength, just unbelievable. Unbelievable. These young guys play above the rim. I bet Minifield can jump up and grab the rim at 5'8". Green Wave again just playing pitch and catch. You're in no hurry. Gideon has gone to like a sinking man-to-man. Malden matching up against him. Minifield inside, gives it off to Dwight Jackson. What an assist. Jackson now has 15 in the game. Good assist.
Oh, it sure is. Minifield's just dominating the paint right now. He can get in there anytime he wants, and he's making a lot of things happen for the Green Wave.
Boone for 3 will not go. Tipped back up by Wilson. Will not go off of the Green Wave's hands. Gideon will control under their basket with 4:17 to go. 54-38. Thurman will inbound for the Bulldogs. Green Wave take it away. Dwight Jackson to Minifield. Minifield's going to go coast to coast. Going to be called for a charge. Dontavius Minifield, good defense that time by Miller. That's 2 charge fouls he's drawn. Landers coming back in for the Bulldogs. Thurman going out. Down to 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Green Wave on top of 16. Bulldogs need some baskets and turnovers. Instead, they turn it over the Green Wave. Murphy down the floor quickly, puts it up, scores it. Been very impressed with this freshman. He hustles, he plays hard, gets back on defense and cuts Miller off. Boone with the ball. Gets it down to Kelly. Kelly's going to drive, puts up a shot, will not go. Nice hook shot that time by Brady Wilson. Haven't seen one of those shots in a while. 56-40, 3:35 to go. Minifield to Jackson. Jackson inside, puts up one from 6. Ball blocked. Tipped out of saved by Murphy. Good hustle. We got a timeout by the Green Wave with 3:19 to go. Want to tell you that we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
Again, folks, if you've enjoyed this game, make sure you tell all of our sponsors how much you enjoy them bringing the game. Tyler Wagner, Bill Hampton announcing the game. Also, we got Rick DePriest on the TriCaster, Greg Swartz doing the stats, and have Haley Stockton on the camera. That's our staff here tonight. Minifield with the ball for the Green Wave, getting in a man-to-man. They've had to come out of that zone. Jack Minifield with the ball. Slips but keeps his dribble. We got a 5-second call. Good defense by Joey Richmond. Turnover by the Green Wave. Richmond quickly down to Boone. Ball tipped around, out of bounds by the Green Wave. Boone trying to hit Brady Wilson along the baseline. The ball tipped around, goes along the baseline. Green Wave could not get a handle, goes off their hands. Richmond inbounds to Landers. Quickly to Boone. To Richmond. He's at the top of the key. He lost his dribble. Gives it over to Landers. Down to Kelly. Ball taken away by Murphy. He's going coast to coast. Scores it. Tanner Murphy. 4 1/4, 8 in the game, 58-40, 2:35 to go.
Boy, he's just had a solid game all the way around. He's poised on both offense and defense. Boy, he's got a great future here at Malden.
Nice takeaway that time by Dwight Jackson. Good pass by Jackson over to Murphy, and the ball rolled off the rim. Ball put up and rebounded by Lester Jordan. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll go the line to shoot two. What a nice ball movement by the Green Wave. Unselfishness getting the ball around. Tyson Allen getting ready to check in for the Green Wave. I want to tell you, Gideon Care Center brought you this game tonight. Gideon Care Center, great residential center, great staff, great place. I want to tell you, fine folks over at the Gideon Care Center. Stop in and see them, visit. Tanner Murphy coming out of the game, getting a good hand. Tyson Allen in for him, 2:17 to go. Folks at Gideon Care Center, we've been over to 2 of their open houses, and just fine people. The residents there really enjoy it. A lot of activities for them. Give them a call. Second one by Thornton up and in. 59-40, Green Wave up by 19. 2:17 to go. Shepard back in for Gideon. Also coming in is Hunter Mitchell. Richmond with the ball to Landers, to Shepard. Shepard out front. Into the game is Cody going for the Bulldogs. Richmond for three, will not go. Nice tip up, but couldn't get it to go. Stayed after it that time was Landers. Green Wave come away with it. Thornton with the rebound. Green Wave in no hurry. We're under 2 minutes to go in the game. Quentin Jackson with the ball to Allen. Tyson Allen out front. Gives the ball back to Jackson, to Allen. Green Wave in a weave. Thornton drives in, puts it up, going to be fouled. I'm going to call it on the floor. Foul that time is going to be on number 40, Cody Goen, his first. Green Wave will take the ball out of bounds on the sideline. Coming in for the Green Wave is Joanne Taylor, number 11. Minifield's in, number 15. Also Tyson Allen, number 21. Number 22, G.W. Howell. And 42 stays in the game to White Jackson. Jackson to inbound. Shot put up at the time in the corner by Taylor, would not go. Jackson for rebound, scores. White Jackson with 4 1/4, 17 in the game. We're down to 1:10 to go in the game.
12 rebounds on the night for Jackson.
Well, he's had a nice double-double.
Sure has.
Shot put up at time by Landers, would not go. Rebound, Green Wave. Allen tried to bounce pass it over to Taylor. Nice try. Coming in for the Green Wave, number 33, Quentin Johns. Johns is a sophomore. plays JV ball, and he's into the game. Green Wave inbound, the ball taken away by the Bulldogs. Under a minute to go. Landers with the ball. Picks up a screen, puts one off the glass. Allen with the rebound, quickly down the floor, behind his back, good move. Pulls the ball back out, now drives in. Tyson Allen drives, gets it to go. Tyson Allen with a good move. Allen, a 5'8" junior. His first two of the night, 63-40. Good block at time. Ball taken away. You think he might catch Minifield?
Nope.
He misses the layup, but I knew they wouldn't catch him. Taylor with a shot, will not go. We're down to 4 seconds. Lander's going to put one up. Scores it. Green Wave going to come away with their first win as Landers knocked it home. 63-42. Green Wave, first victory of the season. As you're watching out on the court, everybody congratulating everyone. 63-42. Again, we'll keep it here for just a minute, and we'll take a break, get our stats, get back with you. And again, a good crowd on hand here at Green Wave. Green Wave come away with their first win of the year. They're now 1-2. Bulldogs go to 2-3 on this young season. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with your final stats in just a minute.
At First National Bank, we believe in the communities we serve and are investing in those communities every day. First National Bank is committed to delivering excellent customer service. At FNB, our deposit cutoff time is our closing time, no 2 p.m. cutoff. FNB offers free online banking and bill pay. And we have loans available for all your needs with lenders who make local decisions. First National Bank, a local banking experience dedicated to the communities we serve.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
Well, welcome back, Tyler. We saw the Green Wave really dominate because of speed and really hitting the boards.
Sure. I mentioned earlier in the game that, like I said, there was not a whole lot of height on the floor tonight. It was going to come down to who moved the best, who moved with and without the ball the best, and that turned out to be the Green Wave tonight. Got a lot of movement out front, getting to the paint and dishing off to their guys, especially Dwight Jackson had a great game down low. And when they brought in Dontavius Minifield?
Yes.
He came into the game, gave him great energy off the bench in that second half, got plenty of assists down there, and made some baskets as well, moving on to the paint. So he really had a great game. And I just think, all in all, it was a great effort by the Green Wave. They were poised on offense, very patient, and created a lot of turnovers on the other end against the Bulldogs.
Well, let's go over some final stats here. Scoring-wise for the Green Wave, leading all scorers, Dwight Jackson with 17. Had 10 to Lester Jordan, 9 to Jonathan Coleman, who had many assists tonight. You also had 8 to Tanner Murphy, 7 to Patrick Wilson. You had 7 to Quentin Jackson, 2 to Dontavius Minifield, Tyson Allen, and 1 to Tim Thornton for a total of 63 points. Green Wave 8 for 17 from the free throw line. We're going to have to do a little better than that, especially Christmas tournament time up at Bloomfield. For the Bulldogs, the scoring went like this. Tim Allen with 9, all in the third quarter. Brady Wilson with 9, 8 to Jordan Landers, 6 to Joey Richmond, 3 to Kurt Miller, and to Slayton Boone, and 2 to Hunter Mitchell, and to Adam Thurman for a total of 42 points. Gideon 8 for 12 from the free throw line. What do you have stat-wise for us?
Well, from the three-point land, not not many three-point attempts by the Green Wave tonight. They are 1 of 3 from downtown. They kept most of their stuff within the blocks. But the Gideon Bulldogs shot poorly from the outside, 4 of 18 from 3 tonight. Had a hard time really getting that three-point to land tonight. They've got the shooters, especially in Jordan Landers and also Joey Richmond. And Joey Richmond was 2 of 5 from downtown tonight. They just didn't find the rhythm from outside. Got some good looks, but just couldn't convert. And turnovers, as I said at halftime, was a big statistic in this game. Gideon had 19 turnovers, and Malden converted 22 points off those turnovers. So they actually had an advantage, a big advantage in that statistic. Gideon forced 12 turnovers against the Green Wave and only managed to score 6 points off those turnovers. So you have a 16-point advantage just right there between the points off turnovers. So when
and the Green Wave win by 21, so that 1 point, just almost 1 point per turnover, almost holds true.
Sure.
And tell you, with the 3-point play, it probably made the difference.
Right.
But,
and Dwight Jackson on the individual level had a great game. As you, how many points did he end up with tonight?
17.
17, and he had 12 boards, so 17 and 12.
Double.
Big night for Dwight Jackson. And Gideon just had a hard time getting into a rhythm offensively. They scored 8, 6, 22, and 6 points respectively in each quarter. And that third quarter, they come out strong, got aggressive, getting in the paint, getting some free throws converted, but just had a hard time hitting that outside shot when they had the opportunity. Just didn't really get into a rhythm early enough on. So Green Wave comes away with an impressive win. I'm very impressed with the job Coach Vince's done with this team so far. You know, you didn't know what they were going to have coming into this season. Not a whole lot of height, but he's really using his guards out front to create a lot of movement out front, getting into the paint and getting to those guys down low and Luster Jordan and also Dwight Jackson. And this freshman, Tanner Murphy, had a big game. He probably didn't fill up the stats, but I tell you, he was very poised. You wouldn't tell he was a freshman out there on the floor. Handled himself great, run the floor very well, and just a great freshman to look forward to here for the Malden Green Wave.
Well, the Green Wave were without one of their starters, Travis Gregory. He has had injured a shoulder up at the Oran tournament. They get him healthy for this Christmas tournament. Green Wave impressed me tonight. Again, their quickness, their ability to go to the boards. They are short, but their leaping ability looked good. Their unselfishness with the ball was really impressive.
Sure, and the energy they got off the bench from players such as Dontavius Minifield. He was big off the bench, and also Tyson Allen coming off the bench, giving them good minutes. So, you know, we got the Bluefoot Christmas tournament coming up here in a couple weeks, and, you know, based on last year's results and where they were seeded last year, the Green Wave are probably going to be towards the bottom of the pool in the seeds. But I tell you, they're going to be matched up with probably a 3, 4, 5 seed in that tournament. I think they're going to match up well with whoever they match up against. There's no clear runaway team in the Bluefoot Christmas tournament this year, maybe other than the Bernie Mules. But other than that, everybody's pretty close together talent-wise, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Malden come in the first round of that tournament, maybe pull off an upset. They really look good tonight.
Well, Brian Vint, congratulations to him. He gets his first win as a Green Wave head coach. And, again, the Green Wave defeated the Gideon Bulldogs 63-42. The JV game, Gideon evens the score as they defeated the Malden 57-38. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Three Rivers College, also Lincoln Lacey, Shear Insurance, Farmers Insurance Group, New Wave Communications, Gideon Care Center, First National Bank, Rick's Hair World, Ace Collision Center, Byram Culp, Davis, and Dell. Folks, if you enjoyed the game, please tell those folks how much you enjoyed it. Don't forget Saturday, Tyler Wagner with his sports roundtable, and we'll be having the seating. We'll give you that seating in the first round games of the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Again, YHC, along with New Wave Communications Cable, will be doing that tournament live, all 26 games, with first game to the last game live, and that'll be on Channel 21 on New Wave Communications Cable, and also on the via the internet on YHCTV.com. Again, want to thank Haley Stockton on the camera, Greg Swartz with all the stats, Rick DePriest, our producer tonight. Great job on that TriCaster. Heard many comments about the way it looks now. Tyler Wagner, my partner, co-anchoring, and I'm Bill Hampton. We'll see you Friday night at our next game. We'll be replaying that on Saturday at whatever noon, probably, whatever time Tyler gets it ready. And that will be between Haytime and Portageville. We expect a track meet in that game. It should be a very high-scoring game. Again, the next time, if you're out and about on the roadway, please put the seatbelts on. Want you to be safe, and don't forget, live today. Learn from yesterday. Look forward to tomorrow. Good night, everyone.